ready, Nalima ready, and then I'll go 3 gentlemen, 2 minutes each. We move on. Okay.
Good afternoon. Oh, I think one of the Gen Z said you can do better than that. Good afternoon. It's a very tall order to come after the Gen Zs. I was just telling Pastor Zipporah Bogonko, I was like, I don't think I want to go right after these guys. So please give them another round of applause. I think they were fantastic. As has been introduced, I wear a lot of hats. I'm sure I know a lot of you here. My name is Lilian Otieno. And I think one of the hats, let me tell you the hats that I wear, and then I'll tell you where my remarks are coming from. So I'm a mother, a daughter, a sister. Of course, that is what I'm absolutely proud of. One of my hats is I'm the president of the Association of Kenyans in America. Gosh, this light is so bright. So how many are familiar with AKIA? Yes, you are. I know Mwanyagitinga is the largest organization, Kenyan organization here. Professor Dr. Matiang'i, welcome to Minnesota. Welcome. As has been said, there's a lot of us who are working in different sectors here in Minnesota and, of course, creating a lot of impact. So like I've said, and I'm sure you perhaps have been briefed, we do have a lot of Kenyan organizations here. We represent various areas geographically in the country. But some of us decided to come together and bring all these organizations together in what we call Minnesota Kenyans Association. So to speak with one voice and to look at areas that bring us together. So it is still a work in progress, but I'm proud to say that a lot of those leaders are here. Roslida Mwanyagitinga, President is here, Onesmus is here. Representative Hillsley was a member of that, and I'm sure there's a lot of other leaders here. Dr. Karanja Caucus is with us as well as other folks here. But today, the hat that I'm going to be wearing or talking about is where I work. Currently, I work at the Minnesota Department of Agriculture. That is a state agency. I work at the Commissioner's Office. And at the Commissioner's Office, I am the director of the Emerging Farmers Office. This is a new office, and we believe that it's the first of its kind at state government level in the country. Yeah, you can clap. So Minnesota is leading the way in addressing equity in agriculture. So, Dr. Matiang'i, what has been happening is Minnesota agriculture is really known for a lot of the commodity agriculture, corn, soybean, wheat, hogs, and so on. What we realized was we have farmers who would like to participate in Minnesota's ag economy. And these are small-scale farmers. And within these small-scale farmers, we have immigrants. We have people from other countries, new Americans, so to speak, right? Who want to also participate in Minnesota's ag economy. So what did the Department of Agriculture do? We decided to go around the state and talk to folks and ask, what are some of those gaps? What are some of the issues that are impacting you or not allowing you to participate in Minnesota's ag economy? And long story short, that is how my office came to being, and that is how I was hired into this role. So the foundation of what I do is relationship building. I now have 2 staff members. One concentrates on grants, and why is that? Because we found that access to capital is a big hindrance for a lot of farmers. And the reason why I'm saying these statements is because this is synonymous to what is happening back home. A lot of small farmers do not have access to capital, okay? So that is just similar to what's happening here. That would be a great benefit to find ways to create these financial opportunities that would allow small-scale farmers to also participate competitively in Kenya's economy, but also the same way we're doing that here. One of the other things that I want to talk about or briefly mention, because I know my time is coming up, Kenya's agriculture contributes to about 33% of our GDP and employs about 70% of our rural population. However, this population will be increasing to about 81 million in 2036. At the same time, our agricultural lands are decreasing to what I choose to call concrete jungles. A lot of us here, if you own a plot, what do you think of first? You want to build something so that you can rent, so that whatever. Now, my plea to you, sir, is I think it would be important, like what we are trying to do here, to try and designate some lands that are strictly agricultural. That goes into zoning as well, okay? And on top of that, I think it's important to promote agriculture beyond just having universities and agencies. We need to start teaching agriculture from a young age and letting our children know that it is a viable economic opportunity. Let's stop demonizing agriculture as the poor man's job. Who hasn't eaten here today? We all eat, correct? Right. So that is important for us to start teaching from a young age that there is a career in agriculture. But I think that goes in tandem with making sure that we have resources that support our people to get into agriculture. I can say more, but I want to be respectful of my friend's time here and just say, for my office, I am happy to collaborate with you and with anyone else who is from back home. We have received a lot of guests from the Kenyan government. 2 weeks ago, we had folks from the diaspora ministry together with my friend, Representative Hilsley, and we're discussing some matters that we could at least exchange ideas and in terms of labor, agricultural labor. But there are so many other opportunities we can work on. So my plea is, sir, as you continue this journey, I choose to stay apolitical because of my role. But at the same time, of course, development knows no party. We want to make sure that agriculture is center, agriculture is given the right funding and the amenable infrastructure development so that our people can participate in that economy and then grow. I am happy to be a resource if you so choose and need me to be a resource, because if we win, we all win. Producers win, consumers win, and the environment wins. Thank you very much.
So I think what I'll do here, thank you. Sometimes when you prepare remarks and then you're under pressure to finish, that sometimes causes conflict, and especially when we have such a great resources. These are the kind of resources I think once Fred takes office, he will need this kind of connection. So please understand that very short we'll finish this here, but we'll summarize. As you come in, summarize please, but as we do so, I want to be fair to the guys as well. Onesimus, Professor Tiso, please quickly as we finish here.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Janet Kitui. C.S. Matiang'i,